Just welcome to another beautiful episode of What They Go On here at the Yo Chale Studios. It's your girl Mimi, and let's get into it. So today, it is being said that a security guard at the Korle Bu Teaching Hospital dumped a Kenkey seller's food. Ne Kenkey odiaba se otono. The security guard takes the Kenkey and dumps it in the bin because apparently he had told her to leave the premises, like she should move out of the premises because he wasn't allowing her to sell what she had brought, and then she refused. So he took everything and dumped it. And I've seen a lot of people share their opinions and all of that. But here is what I genuinely think, right? Everybody has their own daily bread. Everybody has what they get up in the morning to go and do to make money. You understand? The security man, in as much as he was wrong, it was wrong of him to take the Kenkey and all of that. It is said that he warned her. He told her, take your things and leave. You are not allowed to sell on the premises. And she didn't listen. You understand? Let's take away sympathy. Let's take away this thing, right? We do not know what the people in charge have told him. We do not know what caution they've given them. Ebiana, their heads, those in charge have told them that people are not allowed to come and sell their products inside the hospital just like that. You never know, right? But then you bring your things inside, he sees you, and then he cautions you. You don't listen. Then he takes it and dumps it down. It's in the news. Everybody's shouting. Everybody's... Chale, at the end of the day, what if his superiors, those in charge, saw him? And then they are like, why did you leave this woman to sell here? And then he has no answer, or he says, oh, I told her to go and she didn't go. And then they sacked him. Would the Kenkey seller come and give him another job? Let's all respect ourselves. At the end of the day, the security man, he was at his workplace. It was wrong of him to dump the food like that, because I think there are better ways to handle this. He could have just taken the food and taken it outside. Problem solved. But I mean, he warned her. He told her, Charlie, leave this place. You are not allowed to sell. You are not allowed to be here like this. You understand? Let's just respect ourselves. At the end of the day, you Kenkey seller, you are looking for your daily bread. The security man too, that is where his own daily bread. That is where he makes his daily bread. That is his office. And yeah, let's put sentiments aside. You understand? What I say? The minute you leave, you don't know what the superiors will come and do. You understand? Because at the end of the day, if you sold out your Kenkey and you left, and then the security man lost his job, he doesn't know where you are, that he will come and fight you. Fast sentiments into what I say, he could have handled it better, yes. But at the end of the day, no, he told you, he warned you. And this is what people are always saying, right? You people always have a problem with the reaction, but not the action. The problem that it is how somebody reacts. You will see somebody, you will do something. It is how they react to what you've done. That is what becomes the problem. That is the headline. But as to what you did, how you behaved before the person reacted like that, is no longer a problem. And that is very, very concerning. Now, as usual, when we see stories like this, everybody has an opinion. So here are some comments, here are some thoughts of some people. Now, someone said, this is very wrong. He could have resorted to reporting it to high authorities. He should be fined. True. I totally agree that, yes, he should have, moved to someone in a higher power than himself and all that. But at the end of the day, he warned her. He told her. And that's I'm not saying what throwing the food away was the best resolution, but he warned her. He told her. Someone also said, the person is calling on Ghana Police Service, says should arrest him. Unacceptable act from this security personnel. What is unacceptable about that? What is so unacceptable? Yes, it's not the best way to resolve it, but she was warned. She was told. Yes. Someone said that Kenkey was someone's investment, someone's profit, someone's family's meal, and he threw it in the bin like it was nothing. There are better ways to enforce these rules. True, and I totally agree with that. Someone also said, our mothers are now the reason why we can't have nice things. They keep extending containers. They keep selling on suburbs. They keep doing the wrong things and blame you after you enforce anything. Bam! This person couldn't have said it any better, because This is where he's making his daily bread. You do not know what conversations, you don't know what is being said at meetings. You understand? Probably the place she was, it is so wrong to sell at particular hours. They don't just let anybody access the place like that. You understand? That is how diseases and things are spreading. So you don't know what is said to meetings. You don't know how these people are trained. So when they tell you, oh, don't do this, you stick and then you obey. It's as simple as that. I really do not understand why accepting or understanding or at least taking simple directions is such a difficult thing for us. It makes everybody's job so difficult. So difficult. Yes, now nipa ne react. Afe musi nipa ne. Somebody is saying they should find the person. Why? Charlie, yes, I mean, it's sad. It could have been handled better, but I mean, someone also said it will never be well with a security man. Our mothers too, they should sometimes listen to instructions if given. Simple. But you said it will not be well. What do you mean by it will not be well? He was doing his job. It's as simple as that. You people, you take things to heart. It's too personal. At the end of the day, yes, she was trying to make a living for herself. He too, he's at his breakfast spot. You understand? Personally, I know that in some hospitals, right, the likes of Achimota Hospital, before you even go there to sell food, right, you need to be approved. And if it so happens that maybe you sell something that a patient in the hospital needs, they call you. You don't just show up on the premises like that. And then other times, maybe you are not fully approved to sell on the premises, right? And then maybe a nurse has your number. Maybe you sell, example, you sell salad, and then a nurse has your number. They order. You don't just come there like that. And even the space between where the patients are and where they sell food is like a walking distance. You understand? These are all safety precautions. Like I said, he was totally wrong, because that is her investment, that is money, that is energy, that is time spent that he has just thrown away like that. He was totally wrong on like doing all of that. He could have handled it better, but she also should have considered and listened. If you people understand what I'm saying, she should have considered him and listened. They could have come to a middle ground, because yes, I know nurses and some people would maybe the Kenkey like this, and nurse would probably want to eat Kenkey. You could leave your number with the security person. If the nurses want Kenkey, they call. It's as simple as that. Bibia ye kasa. Bibia ye kasa, bibia ye understanding what you are saying. But in a situation where everybody wants to show that Masun Tia said, me too, I feel like I have power, things like this are going to keep happening. As sad as it may seem, both parties are wrong. And I mean, they should count their losses, learn from it, and move forward. Now, this is all we have for you all today. Let us know what you think in the comments. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. We'll catch you on the next one. This has been What They Go On here at the Yo Chale Studios. I'm your girl, Mimi.